Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living. My name's Gary. Today we're going to be doing another starch solution recipe. The advantage of this is to be able to lose weight. So far what I've done is I've lost 22 pounds. This is a doable diet that can work for you. The idea is to have a 50-50 plate. 50% of it being your vegetables, the other 50% being your starch. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cooking some boats. We're going to be baking this in the oven, and we're also going to be microwaving it. So you see two different ways to be able to cook your potatoes. After that, what we're going to be doing then is scooping out the center, and we're going to be adding frozen vegetables to it. This is broccoli Normandy that I bought at Sam's Club, and I also bought some broccoli florets. Now you can use fresh vegetables. It's just that this is as easy as possible. On this diet, everything is prepping. Come and see how I do these boats, and maybe you can do the same thing for your family.
Welcome to Healthy Vegan Living, a whole food, plant-based lifestyle.
Now, how we're going to do this, we're going to start by first grabbing 2 potatoes. These are already washed. I'm going to poke them with a fork, and we're going to put them in this microwave. It's super simple if you do it this way. It takes 5 minutes. Then, as this is cooking, we're going to switch over to the oven, and that's going to take about an hour and a half. The reason I'm showing you 2 different ways is some people have a microwave and no stove, or the opposite, they have an oven and no microwave. It just gives you a simple way to understand how to cook these simple potatoes to make your boats. For the oven, get yourself a tray. This is a small one. Put parchment paper and poke holes into your potato. Reason for that, if you don't do that, sometimes they leak. Worse about it, they can blow up in your oven. Don't want to do that. Next thing you do, set your oven. Set it at 350 degrees. And you're going to be setting it for at least an hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so press bake, put in the time, press start. Now my oven is one of these industrial ovens, and it's going to take no time at all to get to 350 degrees. But give it at least 10 to 15 minutes. As soon as it beeps, I'll show you how I put these simple potatoes in there to start cooking. Super simple, easy, fun meal. You can do this with your kids. It's a lot of fun because it's healthy. Now for these potatoes in the microwave, it is super simple too. Take your 2 washed potatoes. The implement of choice here is a fork. Poke it. Now you notice I'm not poking the bottom, I'm poking the top. I'm going to see those little holes when it comes out of the microwave. Then take these, put them in your microwave. You want it on high, and set it for 5 minutes. Now you probably might have to do another 5 minutes because it's 2 potatoes. Usually it's 5 minutes per potato, but that's okay. You're going to use your fork, and that's how you're going to test it. All right, we'll see you in a few minutes. So while the oven's getting started, and the microwave is cooking, let's have a little fun. Now you can put in your potatoes whole beets that are canned. You could even put in, if you wanted to, leave spinach. You could put in beans, but you have to remember, beans are starch, the potatoes are starch, and you're trying to achieve the 50-50. 50% vegetables, 50% starch. You could use corn, which is another starch. You can use a combination of. You can use peas, also a starch, on this diet. So there are many different ways. What we're going to be doing, microwaving broccoli Normandy, which is a blend of broccoli florets, cauliflower florets, orange carrots, and yellow carrots. We're going to also use one with just broccoli florets. And these are really easy. I bought these at Sam's Club. You put them in the microwave, 5 minutes later they're cooked. We're just gonna microwave it because it's just so much faster. All right, so let's check our potatoes. Take our implement of choice. And it goes in fairly well. What we're gonna do, we're gonna give it, because it's a little bit of resistance, we're gonna give it another, maybe cut it in half, 3 minutes. Meanwhile, there's also many ways you can add spices to your potatoes. A present from a really good friend from Trader Joe's. And inside of it were Indian style sofrito, open sesame, fiery honey mustard. Honey mustard is hot, but it's delicious. And roadhouse. Now, I'm sure these are used in many different types of applications, but I've been using them on top of my potato. I just put a little bit of flakes on top and it just tastes wonderful. No reason why you have to have a bland potato in this diet. It's a vegetable. Spiced up, make it interesting. Alright? So we're almost finished with our potato. We'll come back to you and we'll show you what we're doing next. Let's take a look at the oven. It's at 253 degrees, so we have a little bit of time to go. I might have said this in my other videos, but when I started this diet, I weighed 230 pounds. Yes, I was eating vegan food, vegan potatoes, vegan hot dogs, vegan burgers, vegan sausages, vegan TV dinners. And what was happening is it was putting weight right here on my belly. That's not what I was hoping for by eating vegan food. I started to realize that what I was really doing was eating processed foods, which is why I went to the Starch solution by Dr. John A. McDougall. Now, you should really get this book if you're serious about doing the Starch solution. He has multiple books. You don't have to get this one if you don't feel like this is the one you're interested in. You can buy used books. He's been writing books for at least for the last 40 years. There are many good books that he has, and every single one of them have recipes in the back, some of which I'm going to be showing, some of them, that's Joy saying hello, many of which I'm going to be showing, many of which I'm going to be tweaking. Microwave. Alright, potatoes are ready. So, now the fork goes down easily. Let's get a simple plate. So once you have your potato, you put your fork in. See how easily that went in? That's how you know it's ready. Take your potato and move it. Okay, so then take it off. It's really easy. You're making a boat, remember. So flip over your potato on the side. I'm showing you that this is the top. And cut about like this. Don't throw away this piece. This is going to hold the mast. So what we're going to be doing next is we're going to scoop out the potato. Same thing here. It's hot right now, so that's what I'm having to deal with. You can use your fork on the other side if you want. And then scoop it off like this. Alright, so you can tell this potato is more elongated. You want to keep them together. Now, I'm going to go get something to show you how to remove the pulp. So just as I was getting you the implement to remove the pulp, the oven came on. So we're going to put this on the top rack and we're going to close it. Then you're going to see me go to the timer and set it. So put your timer for 90 minutes. Yeah, 90 minutes. So that'd be like an hour and a half. Now we're going to probably test it in between. We're going to have this as a reminder, but you want to continue with the process. Okay, so now what we're going to go back to is removing the flesh from our microwave cooked potatoes. So we have two meals going on at one time. We have the microwave meal, which you have to remove the pulp. I'm going to show you that next, but while we're doing the other one, we also have to get the filling getting ready. So we're putting this in the microwave for 5 minutes. You don't puncture the bags, you just grab them and you put them in, one at a time. Voila, that easy. Now to the pulp. Okay, when you get to the pulp, get yourself a little bowl like I have here, and move your tops to one side. You're going to need those in pet. I'll show you why later. Take a melon ball and just simply scoop out. You have a little bit more control with a melon ball, like this. Now we're going to wait for the microwave to finish. So what I've done here is I've made a combination of a little bit of potato. I've added to it some paste picante sauce. And next what we're going to do is we're going to add the cooked broccoli florets. Now these are really hot right now, so you have to be careful pulling them out. I'm using a large spoon. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of our potato on the bottom with the paste picante sauce. And then we're going to add, this one is going to be a broccoli boat. And the more creative you make it look, the easier and more fun it is to eat. Now, because it's a boat, what you can do is you can take like a skewer stick like this, and you could put it like that down maybe one of the bigger pieces, and it can be a little mast for your boat. So as it goes sailing in the ocean, it's got a mast on. Alright, but don't put this in the microwave. Next, what you're going to do, we're going to do the other boat, but we're going to use the Normandy bag. We're going to put this in already. Now before we send this out, if you like spices and you like to you can use, like this is called Roadhouse. This is, if you really like things that are hot, this is one delicious curry, honey, mustard. All of these were purchased at Trader Joe's. Today I'm going to use Italian style sofrito on this one and open sesame on this one. Just a little sprinkle on the very top. Now the rest of this potato over here, it's not going to get wasted. It will be used in another one of my meals. Because this is a starch diet, I eat a lot of potatoes. Alright, so we're going to wait until the microwave is finished and we'll get back to you. Alright, so the broccoli Normandy finally is out of the microwave. And I'm going to use the same spoon to remove. And what it is, we're going to put a couple carrots in and some cauliflower, and you're just trying to choose a little bit different variety than what you already have. Okay, so then what we're going to do is here on this one, the broccoli, we're going to use, now it doesn't have one of those easy to pour things, you have to just kind of lay it on top, like that. And on this one we're going to use open sesame. It has one of those containers. You can just put a little bit on top like this. And what you're going to do then is you're just simply going to put it on a plate. And it's going to cook like for 3 more minutes in the microwave. This can be a lot of fun if you have children, because you could say make an entire week's worth, and then when it's time you can put them in the refrigerator. They can last easily up to 4 days in the fridge. Alright, you put it in here, and it doesn't take long to cook them. You already saw that. 8 minutes in the microwave, maybe 5 more minutes assembling it. Okay, 3 more minutes. We're going to cook this. We're going to clean up while I do this and prepare for the oven one. The entire idea is to be able to stay on the starch solution diet, which helps you lose weight and makes your body whole and healthy again, and not using any processed foods. Now, I agree, using paste picante sauce is a little bit processed for some of the people who are really being strict on their diets. If you don't want to do this, use tomato sauce. But for the most part, what it does is it adds flavor to your boat. So now you can even put little numbers on here with people's names on it. So when it's ready for them to be eating for a little party or a family gathering, everybody has their own sailboat. Plate's a little hot. Of course, the vegetables are delicious, and the sauce, the topping I made on it, is exquisite. And it's exactly what I'm looking for. A nice, fun meal to share with my family. Well, we look forward to seeing you on our next video. Okay, so thanks for visiting us. And another thing you need to think about is that I am a lot trimmer now than I ever used to be. Before I was still vegan, but I had much larger handles, much larger tummy. Things are getting much better for me. I'm sleeping better, I don't snore anymore, my fingers are better, my arthritis is almost all gone. There's so many positive things as you can do with the starch diet. Look it up online. I've already posted links in the comment section, so that's easy for you to get the information from. Or you'll also see them at the end of this video. Bye-bye now. My name's on this broccoli.
Subscribe to us and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. Thank you for watching.